Hello. I meant to set up something. Hi, my name is Raghavendra Mithare. Simply, you can call me Rags. This video is about introducing myself. I am an executive coach, a leadership coach, help people to explore their full potential. I started my coaching journey uh, way back in 2014. I was part of an organization called Cyber at that time, and I was heading as a director a group of team on process improvements. And one of our HR came and she asked that have you nominated yourself for the leadership course, which the HR was conducting, and I was not very sure. Like I said, what is this? We attend so many trainings and all that. Sometimes we don't get real value and all that, but then she said we have paid a lot of money for this, and why don't you guys support all that, all the leadership team, or we want to go through this training. That was the training was by, I think, Franklin Covey on some leadership course. um, that was good. Definitely the course was good, but the facilitator in that training was Mr. Mohan. He said he's a professional coach, and he said I'm going to then we were all curious, what is this professional coaching? He said, I'm a PCC from ICF. All that looked very kind of foreign that time, alien. Then we said, just tell us about what is this coaching. Are you like a sports coach and all that? Then he said, no, it's a very different. I help to bring clarity if people are in some dilemma. Maybe instead of explaining, I can demonstrate. And the last day, just remind me. I'll show that. And what happened was 3 days we went through a lot of activities. Leadership course was excellent. And the third day, one of our CEO reminded Mr. Mohan, saying that, oh, you said about explaining about executive coaching and professional coaching. Then he said, I need one volunteer. Then I raised my hand. That time I was in a dilemma, like what to do about my life. I was spent almost like 20 years in process improvement, lean, and Six Sigma. But I was not sure. I wanted to get into leadership coaching, executive coaching, but I did not have this background. And mostly people from HR and learning and development background get into this coaching, right? So I was unsure. But he demonstrated a 20-minute session. By the end of that session, the clarity emerged for me, and I came out with some action points. As part of that action, I started talking to some of the existing coaches. That's how I met a person called Bhaskar. That was also very interesting because we communicated on LinkedIn for few sometimes, and then he said, "This weekend I'm in Bangalore. Let's catch up." And I said, I live in South Bangalore and all that. We exchanged few things. Then we both realized that we'll live in the same apartment complex. So I live in flat M block and he was in E block, like that. When we met, and that was an extraordinary moment, I can say. It's a turning point in my life where, first of all, the way he came across, the way he treated, that blew me away. And he explained me what this coaching is and what it takes, and also recommended me to a coaching institute. And then I did my um, 64 hours of training and did my ACC and then my PCC and all that. But my coaching journey also is influenced by work of Werner Erhard. He was a great influence in my life. As part of that, I was part of Landmark Education for many years, and I assisted there I did like Landmark Forum, Advanced Course, Self-Expression Leadership Program, and then Introduction Leaders Program as well. Then the Landmark Assisting Program helped me to develop my leadership skills and also my coaching skills. There, I worked as a supported, like assisted as a course supervisor for 2 years. That was an extraordinary, I think I'll say, training and development one can go through in their personal development. And when I trace back my genesis of this coaching journey, right, it goes back to my childhood, maybe in year 9 or 10. I came across this wonderful book called Born to Win. In that, there was one story. Maybe I can quickly share that. That is what was the, I'll say, background of my coaching journey. The story is, once upon a time, while walking through a forest, as a man found a young eagle, and he took it home and put it in the barnyard, where it soon learned to eat chicken feed and behave as chickens do. One day, a naturalist who was passing by inquired about the owner, why this is an eagle and why you kept with all the chicken. And this guy says, no, I have given a chicken feed and I trained it to be a chicken. It has never learned to fly. Then this naturalist thinks, no, it behaves as chicken, but it's not an chicken. It's an eagle, right? So he insisted that let me talk to it, and he says he says, you are the king. You belong to the sky, not to the earth. Stretch and fly freely. But the eagle was very confused and said, no, I've forgotten. I never flew. I'm like a chicken. Then this naturalist again, he says, next day he goes and says, you are an eagle. Stretch forth your wings and fly. But the eagle is afraid of this unknown, that self doubts, and it completely jumps down and says, no. It goes back to its comfort zone of being with chicken. On the third day, the naturalist gets up very early and takes the eagle out of the barnyard and goes to a very high mountain and holds it on the top of the mountain and says, you are an eagle. You belong to the sky as well as to the earth. Stretch forth your wings now and fly. And he just leaves it. The eagle looks around and looks at the burner, because the eyes are very sharp, right? It can look in the earth also, but still he could not fly. And the naturalist is like slowly lifted into the sun, and the eagle started to tremble with that force of the sun, and slowly stretches its wings, and at last, with the triumphant cry, it soared away into the heavens. So that story had a great impact on me, because like that eagle, right? We, all of us, have huge potential, and we behave like a small chicken, and we start eating and we don't take that risk. But what inspired me more was the role of this naturalist, who saw that eagle as an eagle. He did not ignore that as a chicken. He took that trouble to go and talk to it, and then take it to the mountain and show who who it is, like who he is, right? That is what really inspires me, because I think by whatever God's grace, I can see people's potential very clearly. And when people don't explore their potential, that pains me. And even I know that I have not explored my own full potential. I am on that journey, but I have luckily have good mentors, good coaches, and knowledge, so that I'm exploring that. But it's not that I will explore my full potential and then help others, right? That is not I'm on a mission to help each and everyone to realize their potential. Hope you will join me in this mission and support me. So that is what about me and my story. This was supposed to be a small talk about just to check YouTube live, but I got into some long-winded conversation. But that is fine. Um, I studied in India. I did my computer science engineering. Then I did my master's in software engineering. I'm very passionate about software and the digital technology. So after that, I worked with many large Indian IT service companies. And I also done a diploma in law on intellectual property rights. So you can talk me about copyrights, patents, trademarks, and all that. I've been like I'll say, passionate about learning. I'm very curious. Right now, I'm exploring design thinking, then strategy, and my favorite subject, philosophy. Something I'm very, I'll say, in the current world of uncertainty, then we call that VUCA word, right? What is that? Volatile, uncertainty. Uh, what is the, not able to recover, remember. In this kind of a word, I feel philosophy has a lot of answers. So that is something I'm very passionately studying, both Eastern and Western philosophy. And I also do photography during my free time. I write my blogs. I'll share my links about my blogs and my photography if you're interested. I live in London with my wife and my daughter. My parents live in Bangalore. I call myself as a Bangalorean. Though I've lived in London for 10 years, I'm still getting used to this. But I love London as well because it's a beautiful city. It has given me a lot of space to think and grow as an individual. And this is where I'm focusing, is to develop my coaching skills. Um, I said, in 2014, right? I did my ACC, that is Associate Certified Coach from ICF in 2016. Then in 2020, I did my Professional Certified Coach, and last 2023, I renewed as well. So kind of a quite long journey, I say, but it is worth it. Like every moment of my life, I'm very grateful for that opportunity. And though this professional coaching looks difficult, but I highly recommend that you consider that, because it will. What I have seen is, at the end of that journey, who you will become. That is what is important. That your self-awareness increases, your ability to reflect, think, pause, ability to listen, ability to lead, become a good manager, or maybe even a good partner or a good friend. You can become that. So in all areas of your life, coaching definitely impacts. Maybe I'll share more about the benefits of coaching later. But this is all I wanted to record for my my first live session. So if you have any questions, if you want to know more, please get in touch. Thank you, and have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.